Today we are here to read the chapter 1 of First Flight. It is written by G.L.Fuentes. It is from First Flight. This is our first chapter and this is from First Flight. We are having another book that's name is Footprints Without Feet. So here we are going to start the chapter 1 of First Flight. It is a story about a farmer who is having the problem of a heavy rain. How he will survive in that heavy rain, how he will give the advice and how he will be free from that problem. I think he will write the letter. So we will see that how the importance of letter is here. Before you read, see, they say faith can be mountains, but what should we put our faith in? This is the question the story delicately poses. If you are having the faith, then it will be gradually, smoothly moves. If you are having the are you? So here it means that here is a person whose name is Lancho and he is a farmer, and how he writes a letter to the God when he is having the ruined crop, asking for 100 pesos, and pesos means pesa. He is asking 100 pesos to God for his ruined crop. Does Lancho's letter reach God? There is a question that the God receives the letter. Does God send him the money? Is he is finding the money from God? Or think what your answer to these questions would be. You have to think over there about the questions and what will be the answer of yours. And guess how the story continues. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The house, the only one in the entire valley, means there was the entire valley, and in the entire valley, only the single house was there, and in which the people, the family of Lancho was settled. And they were set on the crest of a low hill. Crest means top of a hill. They were sitting on the top of the hill there in the valley. From this height one could see the rivers, means they were on the topmost height and they can see that the river is flowing there, and the field of ripe corn, they are seeing that the dotted flowers, dotted means full of. The fields are full of flowers and they can see that it is a sign of a good harvesting. They are seeing that they are happy to see their crops, that it is full of flowers. It means they are having the good crops. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Only they are having or needing or praying one thing, that they need the heavy shower. Heavy shower, the heavy rainfall. So only they are praying to God that they should need the heavy rain on the earth. Throughout the morning, Lancho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Throughout the morning, means the whole morning he was there and he was praying to God, and he was listening, and he was wanting the heavy pour, he was wanting to have the rainfall. So he was only knowing that the intimately closely, only he was there to think over there about the rainfall and about the fields, and he was not having anything, he was not wanting anything, and continuously he was looking towards the sky. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. He is speaking now, and he is saying that we are really going to some water somewhere. Means they are having the hope that soon they will have the rain and water. Means in the form of rain they will get the water, the rain soon. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." The woman was there. The woman was the wife of Lencho, and he was there to say that they are needing the water. So she replied that yes, we will, and if the God will have the will, then we will have the rain. She was making the supper, she was making the dinner. So she replied that yes, God will give us this good. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all. They were having the kids, and the bigger one, the older ones were working in the fields. They were plowing the fields, and the smaller ones, the kids, the small children were playing near the house in the field. And they were playing and they were doing the work in the fields until the women, the mother, called them for the dinner. Come for dinner, it was during the meal, and she was calling for the dinner, and it was during the meal that just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. They didn't about to finish, they were not there to finish their dinner. Even meanwhile the dinner, meanwhile the supper, Lencho said and predicted, gave his prediction. He said that he will have the prediction, he will say that they are having the hope that he is seeing there that they are having the big drops of rain about to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. How they will see that the rain will be there? They will see that the huge mountains are there. The clouds of mountains are in the form of mountains. Means here the clouds are in the form of mountains, are in the northern eastern area on the sky, and they are seeing that they are approaching, they are coming forward, they are coming here, and the clouds is about to rain. The air are fresh and sweet. Now the air was blowing, it was giving the smooth feeling and sweetness. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. The man, Lencho, went out for no other reason, means he went out for the big reason to have the good feeling of that raindrop on his body. He was wanting to have the touch of that water drop on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed. After returning home, he said in the excitement, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins." He was too much excited and he was happy. In the happiness, he was advising, or he was giving the happiness to the kids as well as his wife, that these are not the raindrops only, but these are the precious things, these are just like the coins. When the farmer becomes happy, when the heavy rainfall comes there. So he was also having the happiness, he was also having the hope that the rain is there. So rain comes and he was having the happiness, and he is feeling that they are not only the raindrops, but they are the essential and the valuable things. The big drops are 10 cent pieces and the little ones are 5s, and he is saying that they sense But the big cents, the big drops are cents, just like the big rupees, and the little ones are fives, and the little drops are just like the small coin, just as the 5 cents. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers wrapped in a curtain of rain. With satisfied expression, now he was too much satisfied, and with this too satisfied expression, he was regarded the field of ripe. Regarded means consider of in a specified way. Means he was satisfied and he was regarded, he was considered, he was satisfied and he was seen the field of the ripened crops. Wrapped in a curtain of rain, the whole field of crops, the whole field of flowers of corn is full of curtain. Means that it was looking that it is covered with a curtain of rain. The whole field was covered with the rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstone began to fall. But suddenly the serious mode came. The tragedy came, that the big wind came. Means just like the storm comes there, and with the storm, the hailstorms. Hailstorms means a pallet of hail, the group of hail, group of frozen ice. So the hailstone, the group of the pallet of hail came down with the wind. These truly did resemble new silver coins. These truly did resemble new silver coins. Now they were also resembling was the familiar with the silver coins. Means it was the larger one than the raindrops. So it was just looking the coins, silver coins. The boys exposing themselves to the rain ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Here frozen pearls is called hailstones. The boys were exposing themselves to the rain. Means they were happy, they were showing their happiness to move in the rain, and they were wanting to collect the frozen pearls, collecting the hailstones. It is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. Now the man was wanting to say and wanting to convey the message that it is not good for us, for the farmers, because the hailstorm is only the cause to destroy the crop. So it is getting bad now. I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly, and he was hoping that it will move quickly. Means the hailstorm will stop quickly, but it was not stopping. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the corn side, on the whole valley. But after 1 hour, they were seeing that on the whole field, on the hillside, all the gardens, the house, the cornfield, and whole the valley was full of hailstones. Means everywhere only they were seeing that the hailstone, the frozen stones, the gold, silver pearls, frozen pearls were spreaded. The field was white as it covered with salt. The field was white in the form of hailstone. Earlier it was looking yellow with the yellow flowers of corns, but now it was looking white because everywhere the hailstone was spreading, and it was covered with salt. Salt, just like the salt, as the salt is spreaded on the floor, it was also looking that the salt is spreaded everywhere in that valley or hill. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. Due to the storm, due to the hailstone, not a single leaf was remained on the tree, and the totally crop was destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. First, they were happy to see the flowers which were moving and which were showing the happiness, and they were gathered on the plants. But now nothing was there on the plants. Lancho's soul was filled with sadness. Now he was filled with sadness. He was having a gloomy mood, because after the flowers, the crops will be there, and through the crops he will be satisfied. But now all the flowers have been fallen down due to the hailstorm. When he had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said, said to his sons. When the hailstorm was past, means the hailstorm, the rain, the storm was stopped, he went and stood on the center of the field and he called his sons and he was saying that a plague of locust, plague, the disease. Or here I have also written, a destructively numerous in flow, means the thing which destroy the things in fluency. So it is the plague of locusts. Locust, insect, destroys crops. Locusts are the kinds of insects which destroy the crops. So he is saying here it is the disease or the group of locusts who is having left more than this. Means if the locust, if the insect will come here, they will eat all the crops. Even then we will have the crops. But this hailstorm didn't leave anything. So they were in gloomy mood and they were so much upset. So the hailstorm has left nothing. Now they were nothing. They were having nothing. This year we will have no corn. Now he declared that all the things, all the crops have been destroyed and nothing will be there. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There is no work who can help us. We will all go hungry this year. Now he has given his ultimatum that all work for nothing. We did the work, we did the hard work, but we didn't get any results. So we wasted our time, we wasted our struggle, we didn't find anything. There is no one who can help us. Means now no one is there who can help us, who can rearrange our crops, and no one is there to help us. We will all go hungry this year. Now we will not have anything to eat for the whole year. So he is too much upset and he is saying that we are not having anything to have to eat this year. So this first part is finished today. We will continue our second part. So I hope that you are liking my videos. If you didn't subscribe, it's still my channel, so please subscribe my channel. Please do the comment if you are having any curiosity in your mind. Have a good day. Bye-bye.